Get a taste of the Greatest Dam Mimosa Showdown. Coming up on this episode of We're No Dam Experts, we're talking with Jolene and Mats from Kellergeist, 2-time winners of the Mimosa Showdown, about what you can expect on May 13th for this 4th annual event.
Best damn podcast, the best damn town. You wanna get up, get ready to get down. With its big wide sky and the wild river Thames, if you wanna go, we can take you there to Great Falls, Montana.
Welcome to the greatest dam town in Montana, Great Falls. Just as a side note, we have 5 hydroelectric power generating plants here in our community, which
DAM.
is... Yep. Mm-hmm. Haven't for a long time had to make that disclaimer, but just thought I'd throw that out there.
Every once in a while, it just
sneaks
a burr in the bonnet for somebody. So, yeah.
I'm Rebecca Ingham.
I'm Shannon Newth.
And we're No Dam Experts. And on the podcast today, folks, we haven't had them in our new studio. They have only...
And I haven't talked to them before.
Well, look at this. Mm-hmm. It's a first all the way around.
Except for you.
Except for the fact that they have been on our podcast before. Mm-hmm. We are no longer neighbors with these people because we moved.
Yeah.
But good friends of the show, Mats and Jolene Shelper, the owners of Kellergeist Pub Theater in downtown Great Falls. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having us to the Greatest Dam podcast in Great Falls, Montana.
Yes, we like it.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm going to start with some hard-hitting questions.
Uh-oh.
The first is, I don't believe we've announced, but Kellergeist is now serving dinners and lunches. Maybe?
We do brunch on the weekends.
There we go.
And so we're doing our crepes and our brats and some breakfast sandwiches. I got to tell you, a breakfast Reuben. Basically, it's a Reuben, but throw an egg on that bad boy, add some fries. Oh,
you just add an egg to anything, and it's fantastic.
And
Or
you can
even
call it brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's our
maple
philosophy.
syrup. That makes anything brunch
That's
as well,
true
right?
as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the big question is, Jolene, when is your mother coming in to cook the wedding soup that I have been begging for however long you people have been married?
Well, how long did it take me to get you that quiche?
Oh, probably like 6 years.
Okay. Oh, well, then we're overdue on the wedding soup.
Past due on that.
I don't even recall the wedding soup. What was
Yeah,
that?
it's a tough call to remember much of anything
it was
that
delicious.
day. It was amazing, though. It was amazing.
That's a true story.
Yeah, we'll have that as a podcast for After Dark because there's a lot
Add
of
that
things
to our
we
growing
can't
list
talk
of
about.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think those are all banned.
They are. Great time. And so let's get into the reason you're actually here.
Yeah.
Let's start with the history because coming up on May 13th is the 4th annual Greatest Dam Mimosa Showdown. This event started in 2020, and as much as Great Falls, Montana Tourism is going to take credit for this fine event, this is really a brainchild that came from you guys, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2020, but I mean, tourism made it happen, though. I mean, really, this is something that
You're
you
welcome,
have to have a
people.
community partnership. So we can just give all the credit to tourism.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She'll take it.
So tell us about the history, the founding, the
Well, in
brainchild.
2020, by May of 2020, our community didn't have many COVID cases at all. I mean, handful. But everybody had been quarantining since mid-March, and everybody wanted to get outside. And so we were at Kellergeist serving to-go cocktails one day, and we said, you know what? What if we challenge the other bars to who can make the best damn mimosa in Great Falls? And get people outside. Nobody allowed people inside their establishments. You had to queue in a line outside, a socially distanced line. Remember those days?
Yeah, we remember them.
Uh-huh.
It's
And
a weird time.
there was so much smack talking that year. It was so much fun. We had people cross out our sign and put other signs on our sign.
Well, your sign did say the world's greatest mimosa.
It wasn't just the Kellergeist
Probably.
sign. It was like the,
Well, we did add probably.
Like we claimed
Just
the world.
disclaimer, yeah.
The world.
The world.
Prove us wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So it was a fantastic event in 2020 with all the weird parameters. And then, 2021 happened and it's the wild, wild west again. And you can
Very
do
much
whatever.
so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And every year the event has just grown and grown, and more partners have come on board, and it's taken on this life of its own, which is phenomenal. It's so exciting to see. Just a tiny little spark idea that you have over drinks one night.
That's usually where all the good ideas come from, right?
Full-on community event.
Well, and the whole idea, and honestly, I'm not the mimosa girl. My former co-host, Madi, was like, oh, this is going to be epic. This is going to be amazing. Like, she was coming up with recipes and trying to pitch them to people like, hey,
Try
you could
this,
do
make
this.
this.
You could do this. You could do this. I'm like, what goes on in your world?
That this is where you're making up these.
I just wonder how much time of your day here at tourism is devoted to thinking about
looking up drink ideas.
I'm going to go with a lot at that point in time.
Granted, there wasn't a whole bunch to do in 2020. You're grasping at straws to figure out how to be relevant in a marketplace, but we did a great job. And total props to Madi, who helped Jolene take this idea and run with it. And but the creativity year after year in what constitutes a mimosa is stellar.
It really is. And there's parameters, right? So everybody has to serve a 7-ounce pour, because otherwise you will get people doing huge drinks and, vying. But other than the price and the pour size, the world is your limit. And you're going to see that, I think, come out this year. I know our contender is an unexpected...
Ooh,
unexpected mimosa.
Well, we have the descriptions that'll be up on the website, mimosashowdown.com, so you don't have to keep it a secret. Go ahead and brag. And I know you will, because how many times have you people won this?
Oh, let me think. So many times. I think twice.
The last 2 years, Kellergeist has taken home all of the chocolates. My new
It's
term.
her new saying
All the
for winning.
chocolates.
Inspired.
They got the chocolates the last 2 years for their mimosa creations.
But are the chocolates from Schvetti's? Just checking.
They are from Candy Masterpiece.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
That's
Yes.
even better.
What recipes, what were the concoctions that won the last 2 years?
So we won the last 2. I do want to give a shout out to Enbar, who was the first winner. So we threw down to everybody, and then Enbar took it.
And then you didn't
they
win.
They took it, and they had a great mimosa. Every year they do. Everybody does. But for 2021, we had the strawberry basil.
I love that one.
And
I had it on my
Shannon pipes
birthday
up
this year.
finally.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, we had birthday brunch this last year for my birthday, and I had the
so
strawberry.
much fun.
It was so good. Yeah.
We loved having you guys.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was a surprise for me that everyone showed up, and but it was capped off by
Jason did a great job.
He did, and it was delicious crepes, sausages, and the strawberry basil mimosa, which I dream about. Yes.
The strawberry basil mimosa was actually our runner-up in 2020 when we did the shortlist, which mimosa should we go for.
Yeah, we always do a tasting with our team where we throw out. And we had been serving the strawberry basil from 2019 when we opened through 2020 at farmers markets. Because we're only a block away, so people would walk over and get a mimosa and stroll.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fresh strawberries and fresh basil, and it's just, it's so really delightful. Mm-hmm. But in 2020, when we threw down, we didn't want to go with the expected, so we did a grapefruit jalapeno in 2020.
Ooh.
Yes, the little devil.
The little devil. You can still get it on the menu too, but because it's a really nice mimosa. But that one we didn't win with.
Okay.
But then in 2022, we did the Taste of Summer last year. And again, our team comes together and everybody brings a concept. And we just did this on Sunday night. Monday morning was a little rough.
Way to pick a Sunday night. Oh, was this your closed for deep cleaning and such
Yes,
night?
yep.
Staff
Okay.
meeting.
Yes.
Team meeting.
Yep, our kitchen was
I
our
saw a
kitchen
post about
staff
that,
was
yeah.
cleaning and moving stuff and really because you clean every single night.
Sure.
But in a bar restaurant you got to do some really deep dives, and so they were doing that while the bar staff. Don't worry, they got to try them all too.
Did they know what the
Because
bar
that
staff
wouldn't
was
be
up
very
to
fair.
at the time? Yeah.
No, but we did our big taste off. Well, everybody thinks about ideas all year. And this is how we do our creative process on cocktails as well. We get inspired when we travel. We get inspired by flavor affinities and profiles that we taste and go, wait a minute, if we did this. So we all brought together our favorite ideas. And then we picked, and that's in Taste of Summer, we did that. And when we get together, so Christina on our team brought out Taste of Summer. And when we taste, we also make adjustments together as a team. We go, you know what, let's try this, let's try this. And so it really is a team process. One team member brings the concept. And so it's Christina's cocktail or drink, but it really gives ownership to the whole team when
team
everybody
influence.
tastes it and adds to it. And so we did that again this Sunday.
And the problem obviously is there's a lot of iterations.
Yeah.
And everybody
And then
only,
remembering.
everybody only drinks like maybe 2 ounces out of a shot glass, and then can you do this and can you do that, and then there's another 2 ounce, and then it all adds
Honestly,
up.
it's
Two
the
ounces add
perfect
up.
way. The flight of mimosas in 2-ounce samples.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so right now you can currently get our 2 award winners, the Strawberry Basil and the Taste of Summer, and then 2 seasonal mimosas on a flight. And the flight will be changing after the Mimosa Showdown. We have a bunch now because we have a lot of really great contenders. It was really hard to pick this year. Our team's grown and everybody's brought great ideas.
What did you pick? What is the... Let's start the trash talk, people.
Let's start the trash talk. It's going to be hard to beat this one, I think.
Okay.
It's a nice mimosa. Now, granted, there's some really creative people out there, and I think it'll be tough competition once again. But I think we're bringing a really solid contender.
Yeah. So years ago, we traveled in Europe, and that particular summer, we noticed they had elderflower lemonade everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And we thought, this is magic. Why have I never had this before?
Yeah.
So our mimosa is based on elderflower.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then Jolene came up with a nice, funky garnish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're still going back and forth on the name of the mimosa. We need to settle it.
Yeah, you do, because guess who's updating the website today with the details of the mimosas?
Well, then I'll have it for you today.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to, and I know that nobody's going to be, but they have to go to the website then to see this picture.
Ooh.
I'm going to show you our mimosa. How about
Oh.
Ooh, a sneak peek here.
You know, just FYI, in the future, you can bring us samples. It doesn't bother us in
What
the
were we
least.
we
thinking?
could have tried it. Yeah.
should have
Yeah, a
brought
little
samples.
short-sighted.
Or that flight that's changed. That sounds like a good idea too.
Now, as you're pulling up your photo, let me share an idea that I have that I want to make reality with your hard work.
Okay.
Last year, Candace English with the Farmer's Daughter Fiber
Amazing.
made my favorite mimosa, and I'm not ashamed to say it because it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I would have sat in her yarn store because I love her store
Right.
and
It's a
just
beautiful
drank it
store.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no question. Now, as I said, her yarn store, I was drinking mimosas. So you're not going to be able to get a mimosa there on a regular basis. But you know where you could? Kellergeist.
Yeah.
And if you featured it and a percentage of the proceeds went to her foundation, just on
I
an
love that.
occasional,
That's a great idea.
every now and again, I
Good little
would
partnership.
be in heaven. I would be there every day. I would drink that mimosa.
Well, that sounds
Twice
like a
a
done
day.
deal.
Yeah, I love that. And we love Candace and her team. And
The
Farmer's Daughter Fiber is just, she creates such a welcoming space and environment. And you do want to hang out in the yarn store all
do.
day. You don't want to leave.
I don't knit or
I'm
do
taking
any
a
of
class.
those things.
I'm
Yes.
taking a class to learn to knit May 18th because
It's like scheduled.
Yeah.
Nice.
I missed out last time because it fills up.
Yeah.
I'm going because I want to be in that space. I might suck as a knitter. There's a guarantee I will, but it won't matter because I'm going to
It's
have
so
really cool
pretty.
needles and amazing fiber to just make my dreams come true.
And
now.
the aesthetic in there is what I love.
So
Just
you make
wander
that,
around.
you make my dream happen where a percentage of those sales will go to her foundation. I'll come to Kellergeist, knit, and drink.
I'm always looking for new partnerships just like that. So I have no doubt that
Can't wait to make
that
the
can come
announcement.
true.
Yeah.
Can't
Rebecca's
wait to
expecting
make
a
the
little
announcement.
percentage of this too.
All right.
Yeah,
I
do
will
you have
let
your-
you know in advance. Okay,
you have
so
your-
we did put a mask on it because, we haven't officially released it. So here is the mimosa.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to leave my mic to get close.
Yeah. So there's the picture has like a literal mask, like a masquerade ball mask sitting on it, which is artful enough to try to get a mask to sit on a mimosa
We had
glass.
to use tape.
Now, I'm
We'll
not...
release
And
that
it's like
though on
magical
our website so you can
cloud
see it.
looking
But
coming out of
here's
the
the
top.
actual drink as far as how the how our friends will receive it on the day of the showdown.
Yeah, I'm curious about this garnish. Okay. Intriguing.
What does it look
it's
like
like
to
like a
you?
cloud.
Yeah, it's like a cloud, and that's the goal.
It
Wow.
looks like the hair from the band, the Seagulls, the Flying
Oh
Seagulls.
my gosh, flock of seagulls.
There we go.
That is phenomenal. I'm going
Oh
to
my
go, though,
gosh.
with Shannon's response. We're going for a cloud.
Versus flock of seagulls. Yeah.
I do love that, though. So we are
I'm just
topping-
going to ask, is that cotton candy on top?
Yes, it is.
Maudie, you should be
Oh.
excited if you're listening.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Finally her dream of cotton candy with
Yeah?
a mimosa.
Oh my
So we're
gosh.
going with
It's so
an
whimsical.
elderflower lemon mimosa that has a cloud of cotton candy, and it's a citrus winter cotton candy.
Oh.
And so the mimosa itself is really nicely balanced, but if you do like it a little bit sweeter, you just push that cloud right into your glass.
bite of the
And it
cloud.
changes it just a little bit. Or
Yeah.
you can take little
Wow.
bites of the cloud as you sip.
Yeah.
We were inspired. We actually were really fortunate. We got to go to Japan this last year.
Cool.
And we went to a couple of amazing cocktail bars in Japan to do research. And I saw somebody else using the cotton candy on a really amazing cocktail. And so I've been kind of twirling that around for a while now.
Wow.
But it takes a really good balance because we don't.
It could get sweet.
Yes, and we're known for a place that you can still taste the prosecco. The flavor profile is subtle, and so we didn't want to go overly sweet, and that was challenged with the ingredient, but we really wanted to make cotton candy work.
Yeah. Well,
Are,
it makes it so whimsical looking too.
are you
Yeah.
making the cotton candy in-house with your own machine?
Of course
Yeah.
we do.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah, with our own machine, and then
Like
we've
your
got
own
unique
machine is in your
flavors.
own cotton candy machine?
Uh-huh.
I
You
did
can
not
get
know
them.
you had this.
So if you ever need to borrow a cotton candy machine,
You now
you're
have
the
one.
place to get it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to your competition?
Good luck.
That's a very pleasant way to. That was a very pleasant.
Near as
No
I
trash
can
talk.
tell, I just did a purview of my email before I jumped in here.
tell us.
It looks like there's 19 contenders this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that the most we've ever
Wow.
had?
I'd
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
so.
So exciting.
Yeah. Well, we've had shout out to Empty Pints, who
Yes.
was a great trash talker in our years.
They were the ones that
I
were
know.
coming by at night and hanging up different
my gosh,
signs
really?
on our sign.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
They did a
Gosh.
fantastic job of the trash
Yeah.
talking.
So someone else has to step up to the plate with this
yeah,
trash
they
talk.
do.
Yeah.
And so they're no longer
Yeah. R.I.P.
available in our community. And then we had another business that is no longer in our community, but we've been replaced with two new. Annie's Tap House and Magpie stepped up to the plate, and they're like, heck yeah, we'll
Ooh.
throw down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because
So-
Magpie's coming strong with their creative drinks.
Oh,
and
they're
then
so amazing.
Annie's, who we had them recently on the
Yep.
podcast.
They're also amazing.
and they were, they're about their beer, but they were on board for this idea.
Now,
have such
last
great
year we
businesses.
tested this idea of kind of a rolling start to make it a little bit easier
Yeah.
for people. And I am happy to announce that there are people committed to this showdown that are starting at 8 a.m. again this year.
nice.
So you can start your day strong.
Yeah.
8 a.m. And Magpie is one of those that are
Okay.
starting at 8. So
Nice.
we have on our website all the start times for each location so that you know and you can plan accordingly, because we had 16 last year. We're going to have possibly 19 this year, which means you got to be pretty strategic in how you approach this. The big thing to know is consumer behavior will always play into this, and there will be a line at Kellergeist by the time you get there at 11:30, so be patient.
Yeah.
Or, just pace yourself so you miss some of those rushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And go on the off times. The other thing is I think everybody has figured it out pretty well. How to move people quick. I know that there's a line, but we're moving people really quick because you just have to, right? We want to make sure that our customers have a great experience still. And we don't want them to be dissuaded by the thought, oh, we're going to have to stand in line. So I will throw out here, the German will entertain you while you're in line.
Yes, it'll be my pleasure.
Well, this seems like such a new role for you.
Yeah,
Matt.
you never do that.
Actually, this year, what I'm really hoping is that at some point, Matt's and I are going to sneak away and walk around downtown and actually
Yeah.
get to try mimosas.
Yeah.
We have
Have
such
you
a great
have you ever
downtown
gotten to do
community.
that in the past during the
No,
showdown? Yeah,
we're-
I don't think so. Yeah,
We're such a small staff that is
Yeah.
always. I will tell you though, last year, I had several of the downtown bar owners were so awesome. They went and got mimosas and brought them to me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They just walked in with this tray
Aw.
of mimosas.
Here's some
and was like,
samples.
Jolene, we want you to try these.
yeah.
It was phenomenal. We have such a great downtown business community. I mean, we have people, and we're all in it together, and it's cross promoting, and it's helping each other out.
You don't think they were just trying to sneak in and watch you make one of your mimosas to steal your
Get
recipe?
the inside scoop there. Yeah. Now,
Here, distract her with booze. Look over here.
the I keep saying whimsical just because
I
when
like
I look
that.
at that, that's like the vibe I get from it,
That's what I
right? But
want.
your to be named still elderberry dream cloud. What that looks a little more intensive, to make as far as the getting it to have the look you want it to. How do you balance like making this awe-inspiring look and flavor with trying to get people in and
Yeah.
out so fast?
So we take an approach where if we prep in advance, then we're going to be okay. So for example, last year with Taste of Summer, the way I described it was you have citrus, you have a little bit of pineapple in there, you have some mango in there, and it's topped with your sexy lips. And we literally cut out lip-shaped orange peels to top on the glass.
That's fantastic.
And
yeah.
you just do that in advance. So we will be prepping a lot of cotton candy in advance so we can get that cloud look. The other thing that makes us stand out a little bit is that we are still very true to we're always true to our brand. And I'm not saying anybody else isn't, everybody is, but our brand though, we're known to have higher end ingredients, right? We don't have well alcohol. We have top shelf alcohol that is just standard. Same with our Prosecco that we use. It's an Italian Prosecco. It is a little bit more expensive. Of course, our elderflower and our fresh ingredients that we put in are a little bit more, and that's okay. That's what we want, right? We don't want to. So it does take a little bit more prep, but it's a little more prep and it's a little more expensive on our end, but it's something that we want, and so we just do it.
Yeah.
So, I have to ask because we've it's been part of the system. You vote for your favorite mimosa. And last year we tested out the text to vote system, which from my perspective was a dream. Didn't crash any systems, didn't screw up, didn't have any issues. It was just flawless. Do you hand out the mimosa when you are done and go, remember, vote for Kellergeist?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There is
Absolutely.
there are
That's
some
Matt's job. Yeah.
contenders who say, I think they just do better at marketing. It's not that their drink is any better. And I'm like, well, regardless, they're winning. It
Right.
doesn't really
gotta play the
matter
game, yeah.
one way or the other. So
Yeah.
what's your strategy in getting votes?
So last year,
Other than being a high quality, superior
Other
product.
than a tasty
blah,
drink.
blah,
well,
blah.
our goal is to literally have the best mimosa. That's it. And we hope that you taste it and go, yeah, that really is
that
the best.
clearly is the best. Yeah.
But we also last year, I really loved the voting system last year. We really liked that. What we did, and anybody can do this, we put up signs. We literally, at the end of the bar where people are going to take their first sip, we had signs that had the text to vote. I hung signs in the bathroom.
Smart.
In the bathroom stalls,
Yeah.
so that people saw
Like,
those.
Going to the
right?
bathroom. Oh, yeah. Let me vote.
Right? Uh-huh. We did put it out there on social media that if you tried our mimosa, don't forget to vote. We did push voting a little bit, but it's not like we put marketing budget behind it aside from a couple of printed flyers.
Right.
I mean, really, we put our
But that's
we put
the
our
point
time
of the
into-
showdown is to have people vote. So
We want the bragging rights.
Yeah.
We really.
Yeah, there's no. Well, we are working on a trophy that will be awarded because one of the things. Yeah.
they're like, they want a backlog of trophies.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, exactly.
we will get the backlog onto this trophy.
Will
but
the
then-
names of each year winners be on?
So my thought is, my dream, and I'll put it out into the universe so that I can make it happen, is a champagne glass on a block of wood where we add an engraved wine marker or glass marker with the winner of each year. So the year will be on one side, the name of the establishment on the other, and then we'll just keep adding.
I
and
love
then
this
And it rotates
you
around.
get to keep it
for the year
for the year unless,
in
you
a
know.
place of high honor.
Yeah.
I love this.
Because
I want it.
It should be like Stanley Cup size, so it's obvious.
Oh, yeah.
no, the mimosa is dainty and delicate, but it is, we've kind of overlooked that winning component from a tourism standpoint. Like, oh yeah, I guess Kellergeist being 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
Is kind of excited about winning,
Yeah.
so we should probably do something about that. And even the people who are participating in voting, they're like, who won? Like,
You're right. We need
nobody
to,
knows. Like, we've
Yeah.
not done a very good job of going, and the winner is,
Yeah,
or
And releasing it. yeah.
awarding a trophy or whatever
Yeah.
it is. We've just been like, okay, that was fun. Great job, guys.
everyone,
and we move on.
Everyone drank. They're all happy.
Yep.
So that's
Well,
our
we'll
goal
make a
this
bigger
year.
deal. Yeah.
I love that idea. I really like that. That's fun. And we do need to get out there who the winners are. I know that we have people that do travel from out of town for this. Obviously, we want more. People should make a weekend event out of this,
Absolutely.
right? Come into Great Falls on Friday, have some dinner, do some shopping, take in a museum, stay the night at one of our awesome establishments, and then all day Saturday, we know what you're doing.
Right.
Yep.
You are shopping
There's-
downtown while you drink. I mean, 'cause you can't just drink.
Right.
You should
You
pop
go
into
in a
the
shop
stores
in
downtown.
between.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Yep. Hydrate. There will be water stations again this year. We do water stations.
Perfect.
So do some shopping, do some tasting, sampling of mimosas. Vote. Don't forget to vote Kellergeist.
Grab some
Uh,
snacks.
yeah.
Yep.
Go have a nice dinner. Go to bed.
Eventually.
Get up Sunday for brunch.
Have a nice hearty brunch after that.
So many great brunch options now in Great Falls. So it's a great weekend. I mean, I talked to some people from Denver that were up last year for it. We don't have a ton of people, but we have some that travel for it, and I think they're smart. This is a great weekend to come and really experience Great Falls.
And it is just the perfect girls' weekend. And let me tell you, the first year we did this, there were some people that learned some hard lessons about how many mimosas they can actually consume.
True.
Yes, Grady.
And then there were some attendees who the next year came prepared with snack packs and their own
That's
water
fabulous.
bottles.
It's like just a fanny pack ready
Yes.
to go. To
Yeah. They're like,
exactly.
last year we went a little too hard. We got a little too excited. We came out of the
Yeah.
gate way too strong.
Yeah.
This year we've learned, and we've got our water packs, we've got snacks, and they said to me, We're sharing a mimosa because in order to get through 19, we're ordering one and splitting between
That's
the two.
smart.
Oh, very
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
That's hard though because they're all so delicious that you want to.
they are, but see, then their strategy is to get through every one and then go back to the places
Their favorites.
The top.
and have their own.
Yeah.
Because although it is a 7-ounce pour, and you think, oh, that's not very small, or that's not very big, because I can drink a lot of 12-ounce beers. Nope, it's
not
quite
the
a
same.
bit.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
quite a bit.
And 19. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
You
yeah.
have to strategize. I love that. And what about the groups that have their own T-shirts made?
I was just going to ask
love
about
them.
that.
I love the T-shirt, and I want to capture more photos of people that have the T-shirts on
Yeah.
that we can utilize in the marketing too. Because I mean, they're fantastic.
And if we can get because you've got such a great vantage point, if you're selling them and they're picking them up, having them just right there.
Yeah.
I'm the lurker, which is how I captured so many before. I'm like, oh, can I take a picture of you guys in your little outfit? And they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Who wouldn't want that? Yeah.
What's nice is if you do it around 1-2 o'clock.
Oh, everyone's
Nobody
happy.
cares.
No one
Nobody
cares.
cares.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares at all that they're going to be in a picture
sweet
or how
spot
they're
right
going
there.
to look. And but there were just so many great. I'm going to call them teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Teams
Mimosa
of
teams. Yeah,
out there in the showdown, getting, doing their civic duty to vote for their favorite, getting them all tested.
So I know this will be the 4th year. It's my first year on the team since this has happened.
But not your first year as a resident in Great Falls.
No. I have not ever been to the Mimosa Showdown.
No.
Shannon,
So-
we have to get you out more.
I know. I forget. There's been legitimate reasons why all of the times, but what do I need to know as a newbie to the Mimosa Showdown? How do I plan my day? How do I get from point A to B? How do I figure out is there like a map? How do I plan my day?
It's a free-for-all.
Okay.
Now, the way I suggest you plan is look at who opens when.
Okay, because it's a rolling start
Yep.
schedule.
So some people are going to open at 8. Some are going to
Okay.
open at 9. Some are going to open at 10. Some are going to open at 11, which is fine. The big thing you have to remember is people are going to serve until they have no more to serve,
Oh,
which could be 4,
8 a.m.
5.
Yeah.
Or
6.
lunchtime.
Yeah.
It depends.
Okay.
Now, I would go with what the descriptions of the mimosas are and then plan start time, mimosas you want to try. You're going to create a list.
So you need a strategy going into this.
But also know your own self.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Very
if you
important.
know personally you're not going to be able to make 19 mimosas
yeah,
in a
you
day,
need to rank your
buddy
figure
system.
out which ones you really want to try
yeah.
and start there.
Okay.
And then I would get a partner
Yeah.
and
Me
split.
too. I really love the buddy system idea.
Yeah.
Split and then you can go back to the ones
Yep.
that you really want. But
Build in time for snacks.
Yeah.
Because most of the places that are participating will have the ability to also cook food for you at some point.
But if you really want to get through all of them, you want snacks in between.
Plan about a
things.
half hour
Yeah.
per visit,
Okay.
and then, that's going to fill
It's a
your
full day.
it
Yeah.
is a full day.
Okay.
And plan on a safe ride home.
Yep.
right.
And a T-shirt that represents your
Customized
team.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the custom tees. They're pretty cool.
Or the team that I loved last year that I started with, and I can't remember her name, Carly maybe. She's already planning for this year.
Yeah.
I've already messaged back and forth with her on Facebook. Her and her friend came out in tutus, so they were pretty
Yes.
easy to spot.
Yep.
And they were with me at 8 a.m. at the Heidelberg,
Oh my gosh.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Now, that was my fault. I'll take full ownership for that. I looked at Google business, whatever, and the Heidelberg listing said it opened at 8. Did
Okay.
not confirm with Heidelberg, so I said, Heidelberg's your first stop, 8
Yeah.
a.m. Heidelberg was not open at 8 a.m. Oh, no. So it was me, Carly, Tutu Carly. We're going to
Yeah.
call you Tutu Carly. I think I'm screwing up your first name. And one other car, and Carly and her team were being driven around by her husband
Smart.
all day.
Well, here's an idea
Bless
for
that
the
husband.
future. What if we do a competition for the groups as well?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
the
best
bars
outfits.
and the
Best-
bars
yeah.
vote on the groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great
fun.
idea.
There
And then we
should-
can give an award for that.
Yeah. And for if you are the like DD or the like chaperone for the groups, there should be like a mocktail or a special snack or something
sure.
for those guys too.
Water.
We can do that.
Maybe something fancier than water.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We'll offer brats again, right? As food?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna do some brats again, just quick and easy. Grab it.
Yeah.
Lovely toasted bun, nice brat. That'll help.
Absorb.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, if you've not had Matt's brats, I don't know what you do to them because they look pretty basic, but they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
And maybe it might be the time of day when I actually consume your brat. That adds to the beauty of it.
I mean, Rebecca, we could do a whole SNL take on German sausages.
We could. But if you've not had it, you need to eat a brat. It is.
Yeah. They're delicious.
I don't know what you do to them, but they're amazing.
Well,
Well,
and the
I
buns.
fry them
Food
up with a
straight
lot of
from
love.
God.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's
the
either
secret
the love or
ingredient.
the amount of other things that are in my stomach at the time I consume that.
It
No,
helps.
I concur though. I got to tell you, I
They're
mean, I
great.
grill, I'm fine, but when Matt's is making brats, they're so good.
next
and
level.
how he cooks the buns too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just it's all technique that he has, and it's just good. They're simple, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
They're delicious. Yeah. Yeah, best damn wieners in town. Just ask your mom.
That dang mom's always sneak it in there. So pretty excited. May 13th.
I've answered some questions on, our social channels and stuff, people asking when it is, when it's coming up. So people are excited about it.
Yeah.
I can tell you that we're planning on having more than double available than what we sold last year.
Nice.
We did run out last year at 3. I think it was 3 o'clock that we ran out. 2? Was it 2 or 3? We ran out at 2 or 3 because we literally still had Prosecco left, but we didn't.
know the rest
but
of
we
them.
didn't
That's
have any
right,
more.
that's right.
And
Yeah.
last year's was like a 8 ingredient mimosa, and so
Yeah.
You're like,
we
well,
literally
if we're out
couldn't
of
make
one,
any
we
more.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year we are planning on having.
We're not going to run out this year.
No, we will
Yeah.
not. I'm adamant we will not run out. And how long? I do though have to ask how. So we started. Well, there's a rolling start. Earliest will be 8. What's the latest?
I think the latest, well, I have to check. Latest is 11 unless Elevation 3330 is not opening early, because then the latest open might be 3:30 in the afternoon,
Okay.
which is an interesting play, which I'm on board with, because some people run out early and then you can't
Yeah.
finish your mimosa run. But if you have someone starting at 3:30,
Yeah.
then they should
sure to
have
have
plenty
them.
of supply, I would think,
You would think
for
yeah.
the evening. But I haven't confirmed that yet, but I'm thinking it's either 11
Or
or
3:30.
3:30.
And then how
noon.
long does voting go through?
Till 8 o'clock that night.
Okay, so 8 p.m. is when the voting stops.
Yep.
But if we still had mimosa, we can still offer
Oh,
after
yes.
8,
Yep.
especially for whoever the winner is. Because there might be people that want to end their
Celebratory.
night with the winning
The
mimosa.
winning mimosa.
Yeah.
So we will know that night who the winner is?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
I will tell you, last year, the end time for voting was midnight. Not a solid plan. Not solid at all, because guess who has to be there to shut off voting?
Oh, it doesn't just shut itself off.
Nope. That was a lesson learned.
Yeah,
just
make it at
why
a
we're
time. Yeah.
Closing early, because it just is not.
Well, that's a full 12 hours from when the first
Yeah.
one opened.
Plenty of time to vote.
Yeah.
You just have to be efficient in getting your votes in.
Yeah. So just do it when you like one. Yeah.
Don't give the others a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Favorite. Boom.
Just vote when you're at Kellergeist.
Yeah. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, there are going to be it is amazing to me, the creativity that
Isn't
really
it?
does happen with some of these mimosas.
Give us some sneak peek. Give us a little on dish on the competition.
Ooh.
I would love to, except I haven't read all of the submissions yet because that's what's happening after this podcast.
You haven't read any?
No.
I'm dying here.
I know.
She was just really
I'm
excited
still
to learn what
kinda-
yours is.
I'm still kind of hung up on some of the 2022 contenders.
Oh, I know.
If you,
Well,
I'm really excited to see what City Bar's going to come in with because last year they had an amaretto
Yeah.
style influence to their mimosa, and it was amazing.
Interesting.
I'm always excited to see what Fifth and Wine is going to do.
Yeah.
They always throw down
Yeah.
such creativity.
They usually
It's so
come in the top
fantastic.
3, top 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Wild Hair last
Yeah.
year, their
Oh.
first time, they opened at 9. I think they're opening at 9 again this year. They are ready for business at 9 a.m. It's a
Oh, yeah.
well-oiled machine
Yeah.
there. And they had a Palomino inspired mimosa, which also was very good. I enjoyed it multiple times.
Oh yeah. They
That's
do
what
an
happens when
excellent
some
job.
places
Yeah.
run out. You're like, oh, well, I could
We'll
go
go back
there,
here.
but they're out, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep drinking here.
Tell me Pizzazz is in again.
Yep, Pizzazz is in again.
Great.
Snitz is
yeah.
hasn't confirmed, but last year they had a party at Snitz, and
Yeah.
if I've not given enough love to Snitz lately,
She loves snits.
I do love Snitz.
She talks about
Yes,
it a
she
lot.
does.
It's my place, but they had a great little where they're. I'm going to call it what looks like a piano bar area
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
in their place. That's where they set up their mimosa station, and they're slinging mimosas and doing a fantastic job there. So
Are most of the 19 downtown? How big of like a radius are these
great
in?
question.
Thank you.
I think so. P. Gibson's was in.
Well, there's not
before.
that many
Oh,
places
okay.
Is
downtown.
P. Gibson
Yeah.
still in?
I don't think they're listed.
They
Is Heidelberg?
Heidelberg?
Okay,
is
so is,
in.
is Heidelberg
Holiday
the furthest
Inn
out?
was in 1 year.
The Dew
Most
Bar.
are downtown.
Yeah.
Dew Bar is typically in.
Most are downtown. Not all of them are
Yeah.
downtown.
So when you're planning your trip, you
Yeah.
might want to start with the
Location.
outliers,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I. Mm-hmm.
And then
While you're
park and
fresh
walk
earlier.
downtown.
Mhm. Yeah, hit Heidelberg, do bar,
Yep.
then head
and whoever else
downtown.
is
Yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm.
I should have been more prepared, but people.
That's why I'm just asking. I'm
This
just such a
podcast
newbie
is-
with the showdown,
Yeah.
so
It takes a lot of strategy, and you can follow
Yeah.
the event on Facebook where you'll find everybody planning their routes
Mhm.
Yep.
and steal whose route you want to pal around
Yeah.
with, because
Yeah.
that's always a good one. Or check out everything at mimosashowdown.com,
Mhm.
which will be updated after this episode is recorded, and you will not be the wiser because it doesn't come out today.
No, but it'll come out on Friday.
Yeah, I'll be ready by then.
So do you want to hear about some of our runners up for this year that are
Ooh.
gonna land on the menu?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
they are all gonna be on
They're
the menu. I
so
think we're
good.
gonna have a separate mimosa menu this
Menu?
summer.
Well, we have so many
Ooh.
great mimosas.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
Tell us more
That's a great
about-
idea.
okay, so our first runner up that the team voted. It was a close competition
Yeah.
between which one to put out there. Is a fresh raspberry ginger.
Oh,
It's just
Intriguing.
a really lovely mimosa.
yeah.
And then the third runner up was a blueberry lavender.
Oh, I do like the
Celtic
lavender.
did a lavender one last year. I think it's
Did they?
tasted.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lavender can overpower, so you have to be really light-handed.
Yeah.
But the blueberry and lavender just pairs perfectly.
Mm.
And then we had a raspberry rose
Oh,
there
yeah.
as well, which is really nice. So we're going
Yeah.
to start. So right now, our feature mimosas are a spiced pear and an apple crisp. So those are going to
Ooh.
rotate off because they're really a fall-based mimosa and winter. And we're gonna go with the runners up from our team.
Ooh, I like
so
it.
that everybody can try them.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
And see. And then, of course, whatever, the mimosa that we're putting forth this year will be on the menu. I keep hitting my
Yanking the
cord
headphones off of
on the
yourself.
headphones. I'm not used to wearing headphones
Yeah.
when talking. But of course, hopefully, it is marked with a little best
Winners.
damn mimosa.
Yeah, there you
on
go.
our menu, we created a little seal that we put
Nice.
next to our
As
two
you
winners.
should. Yeah, that would be great to have a separate mimosa menu.
Right.
I like that idea.
We have a lot of
Well,
really
and you
great mimosas
can
right
get.
now.
You're starting to compile, winner stickers for your menu too. So
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. I don't know. It's going to be fierce competition.
Yeah.
Everybody brings it, but
And it's just crazy to me. The last year, the block had some type of tiger ginger based mimosa.
Oh, tiger based. What?
Well, it was the name of it was
Oh,
tiger
okay.
something, and it was a little bit
Was
more.
theirs separate from N-Bars?
Yeah, N-Bar doesn't. They're separated by a door. They're the same people,
Right.
So they serve out of the block side.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant they made a separate one, and I was like, that seems like cheating.
Hey, you pay your
Yeah,
fee. You can
I
have
guess
as many
so, yeah.
contenders as you want, is what we say.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
want to enter 3? Pay us 3 times.
They're like, wait a second.
But there's just a lot of differences, and I don't know how. Like, you don't have the same ones. No one ever's like, hey, did you remember this one from last year? And nobody is doing that because I think they all just have so much.
That's so much
Creativity
creativity to have so many different. Does anyone ever do just like the classic?
Nope.
I don't know if anybody has done a classic.
I'm not sure, but I
think-
have a feeling somebody did.
I
kinda
think
think
as
somebody did
close
once.
as
Or
it
like the
gets,
first year, maybe?
Yeah.
I think as close as it has ever gotten is a beer mosa. So it was
Okay.
just
That's
beer
right.
with orange juice, which
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
even. I mean, it's fantastic, but it's not a classic. What you would call
No.
classic mimosa.
But I think you're right. That's probably
But the closest to the
yeah.
basic
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody could knock it out of the park with just a classic. Although I don't think that's the
Oh, well,
that's the
yeah.
thing for this one.
They could
I
try
did.
it.
Top-notch prosecco, really
Yeah.
nicely
Fresh squeezed
Ooh, if
orange
yeah,
juice.
really fresh squeezed.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's hard to
I
go
mean,
wrong
that's
with
with
what
a
we
that
little
too.
offer.
bit of mint. I don't know.
I'll tell you, the classic mimosa is one of our top sellers, just on a regular, because
Yeah.
a lot of people just want a classic mimosa.
Yeah, and then
we
they
do
venture out
ours.
from there.
We have a secret ingredient. We call it angel spit. It's not actual spit.
Yeah.
Just disclaimer.
Yeah,
Oh,
It is.
yeah. Matt just calls himself an angel. And
No. Uh-oh. What did I start? But we do a fresh squeeze and the nicer Prosecco. And then we throw a tiny bit of Saint Germain in ours.
Oh.
And that's the angel spit. Saint
Gotcha.
Germain that's what they call it.
Yeah.
And because it just makes everything magical.
I will give a shout out to Tracy's if you are having
Yeah.
breakfast there. Their traditional mimosa available anytime.
yeah,
I don't know if it's because it's chilled so cold. Like it is just such a crisp drink. Oh, I'm like,
Just
yes.
so nice.
But you got to be there. They don't start serving until 11, 10 or
like
11.
normal day
Yeah.
to day. Yeah,
Well, any time.
yeah,
That makes a big difference, though. Temperature is really important.
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
No one really wants a lukewarm mimosa. Yeah. I have a question. Is elderflower same flavor as elderberry?
No.
Okay.
So an elderberry is obviously the berry that
Yeah,
comes
more
from
tart.
the flower.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not only tart, it has like a funky flavor.
Yeah.
So you can eat it raw, but typically it needs to be processed. The berries need to be processed and cooked. You can make jams from it or
Yeah.
or whatever, syrup and all that. And the flowers, they are very aromatic. You know, they're totally different.
Okay. That's good to know because I love elderberry. So then I was like, oh, I wonder if elderflower is the same flavor.
Well, let me know after you try
Okay.
our mimosa.
Yeah. Deal.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry I didn't bring any in for samples.
Dang it.
We
Yeah.
missed the boat. We should have brought samples.
You will learn in the future.
We will learn.
Yeah.
Annie's brought us samples when they came on.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's still in our sink. The growler. Yeah.
I mean, Kelly's even learned from downtown when she shows up.
That's true.
She,
Kelly brought beer this
she
last
just
time.
brings us beer.
We should have brought mimosas and quiche mats.
It's okay. It's just a
Mimosas,
good
quiche,
excuse
and
to
It's
have
only
you on
wedding
again.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mimosas, quiche,
Tuesday
and
morning,
wedding
not
seed.
all that.
Yeah.
God.
Does not matter here in tourism. We're always on vacation.
Everyone we're talking to is
God.
at least, so we have to be too. Yeah.
So when you show up and we're drinking mimosas at 9 o'clock, folks, it's because
It's not unprofessional.
Hey,
it's
you're
setting
on
the
vacation.
tone. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what you do.
You're just on point with your brand.
Yeah. Well, folks, any parting slams that you have for people? I know you've talked about collaboration and how we all work together.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Have you had any just epic fails when you've been trying to come up with creations for mimosas or for Mimosa Showdown? Have you just like, oh, this will be good, and then it like curdles or it's just terrible?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. We get really creative sometimes, and there's some that you're like, ooh, this will be great. And then you taste, and you're like, oh, my God,
That
that's the
did not
worst thing
work.
I've ever tasted. That is not
Yeah.
going on the menu.
Yeah.
There's like a scientific way to
Yeah.
pair ingredients for anything, drinks, food,
Yeah.
whatever, and same with the mimosas. And sometimes you just have like a feeling this would be good,
Yeah.
and it turns out it isn't. You know,
Yeah.
and then you just have to move on.
Have you tried? Is cranberry juice one that works in?
Oh, yeah.
Have it? I mean, it seems like
Cranberry
it would
can make a
it
nice
would work, but
mimosa.
maybe it
You wanna
depends what you pair it with.
something. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cranberry and Prosecco is fine. I mean, but you want to pair it with something to get. So what we're always looking for is that layering of flavors, right? So when you taste our mimosa, you're going to have your initial impression. And just like tasting wines, you're going to want a couple sips in because you're going to have a different, it's going to linger on your palate different. You're going to taste the different flavors because we have multiple flavors in it that while they pair together for a great first sip, as you continue to drink it, you're going to taste different layers. And that's what we try to do with our cocktails. Sometimes it doesn't work, which is why we love the cocktail tasting sessions with our staff where, we're learning from mixologists, we're learning from flavor profiles that are just proven flavor pairings over time, and then taking a little bit of creativity to that.
Have you had any surprises of ones that you're like, I don't think this will work, and then it's just like, wow, this was really good? Does that happen, or is it more so? Oh, this didn't turn out so well.
Not that way around.
Yeah.
I think the Little Devil was a little surprising. I wasn't sure how jalapeno and grapefruit would go with a mimosa, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of surprising. But, not too often. We're typically, you're looking at those flavor profiles and you're pretty confident that, okay, well, these go pretty well.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, though.
I didn't expect that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens to me quite a bit, but mostly because I just read a portion of something and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And then I don't read like the last three ingredients and it comes in. I'm like, well, I don't remember that being in there. All of a sudden it's got 5 ingredients I don't like. And but there was some jalapeno lemonade that Golden Triangle Brewery used to have from Chandy Baumgartner's Catering out of Loma. I'm telling you, if you guys can make that lemonade, I don't know what it was, but it was fantastic with a beer. And it's not something I would have expected I liked. And I think I've moved into like the spicy phase of my life.
Like I appreciate jalapeno.
Yeah, I've not been a huge jalapeno fan in the past, but last year, Farmer's Daughter Fiber had that habanero feel to it. Again, another spicy thing than the jalapeno lemonade. I'm like, what's happening in my world?
Like all of a sudden, I like these things. Yeah.
I'm a spicy girl now.
Spicy. That's good.
I'm not.
But we do have a brand new spicy pork sausage.
Oh. Well,
And
you have
it
to
does
try
have
that.
a zing to it, definitely.
Oh, it does. It's so good.
And it is perfect with the likes of sauerkraut and, that
Yeah.
balances it out. It's really good. I love
So
it.
on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is melt your face, where's that
Oh,
spice?
I'd say, right. I would say 6, 7.
Okay.
Oh. So for me, it's a 20. Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
No.
Canadians can't handle spice.
Really?
For the most part.
I've gotten a little better as I've gotten older, but we just never really had it because no one in my house likes spice. And so,
My mom always used to say, as a Norwegian, she's got black pepper and that's as spicy as it gets. Which to an extent, that's
for
true.
my family too, for the most part. Yeah.
Any other questions?
No, I think that was my last.
Anything
pressing
else
one.
to say?
Bring it. Just bring it and have a great time. Be safe. Drink some water. Please drink water.
Yeah.
And vote Kellergeist.
Yay.
Make them the 3-time champion here.
Yeah, we'll have materials available at all the contenders with a little bit more instruction on how to get ready to text in your votes on Mimosa Showdown. So don't be ashamed that it's cumbersome to start with, because you have to text the keyword, and then you're going to get a confirmation, and then you're going to get the list. And
This is
from
why
there,
you do it early in the morning while you're
get
before
prepared.
you have alcohol.
Yep, and then we'll have that all set up so you'll be ready to vote. And then, assuming everything goes according to plan and Rebecca is still on her feet, we will know shortly after 8 o'clock who the winner is, so that we can kind of do that announcement and get you all ready for brunch on Sunday. So thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Sharing
It's always good to be
pictures
here.
of your drink and not the drink itself. I mean, that's fine.
She's not going to let you live this one down.
That'll happen. And we will see all of you fine folks here in Great Falls on May 12th, so that you can be prepared bright and early May 13th for the Mimosa Showdown. And until we see your bright, smiling, happy, healthy, beautiful face here in Great Falls, we hope you are creating amazing memories with your friends and family wherever you might be. See you soon.
We're No Dam Experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana, covering what you need to know about this amazing dam town.